Yeah, we'll continue recording everything, taking you guys along the journey. Continue recording everything. We had a lot of progress that was filmed and then was lost, or we weren't able to film because the camera battery died and we could not find the charger because they were in one of the boxes in the basement, which we had a million boxes at the time. So it took a long time to locate. So anyways, we've now fixed the problem so we can properly record things from here on out to try and document as much as possible once again. But we're gonna go around and show you all the changes that we did make because there has been a lot.
To our house. I figured we'd give you kind of a recap / talk through a couple things. But yeah, last time you saw us, we had torn up the carpet on the ground, which revealed this beautiful hardwood. We had torn down the ceiling, which had the 2 layers to it, as you saw. And then we'd also torn down what used to be the closet. Yeah, I'll just talk you through what we have done since then. The first thing that we did was we completely stripped down this door.
What are we doing?
Just give it wings.
So for reference, after 3 layers, this is the before, and this is the after. Let's hope this is the last one we have to scrape. There we go.
Yes.
Good stuff. What? Oh, yeah.
That wood underneath.
Who covers beautiful wood like this?
And now it is a beautiful wood door again. Next, as you can see, we kind of reframed where the closet used to be. The main floor didn't have a bathroom of any kind, so we really wanted to add that. So we added what's going to be the half bath. And I'm gonna put the dog down. But basically, you're gonna laugh, but we only basically extended this by like a foot.
Huh? Plus we did add a pocket door as well, which the original closet wouldn't have had.
Yeah.
Even though this is functioning as a closet, as we have stored all our materials in there for now.
Right.
We had torn down the ceiling, but that has since all been put up. And as you can see, I have gotten a little bit better at taping and mudding, as opposed to our bedroom, which you saw was a disaster. And once again, room for improvement, of course. But it looks much better. We saved all the crown molding from when we initially took down the ceiling, and we are just going to replace it back there to try and keep some of the original beauty. This light here, changing from the older light that was hanging down from the old tiles, and it was a beautiful light, but it really wasn't gonna be good for what we needed. It only had a single bulb, and we wanted a bit more light in here. All the walls used to be purple. As you can see, they just have a coat of primer. The major one here is this closet that we put in, so we have a front entryway closet. It was a lot of taping and mudding to try and reach the original depth of it, but once again, it's just a little bit rough. We would just have to sand it out, maybe a couple more coats, and it will be ready to go. Now, the floor is here. This is what was under the carpet, and it is obviously a nice hardwood. We also hate when people change the hardwood floor. Like you see this beautiful hardwood and people change it out, and we hate to be those kinds of people, but for this particular project we are.
Oh brother, this guy stinks!
For a few main reasons. So yeah, as we're walking around you can see some of the cracks and creaks. They are really strong. So that is the issue, is these are 1.5 inch boards here. And so whenever you want to screw them down so that your floor doesn't creak, it's going to split these boards every single time. The other thing is the boards were only in this room, and upstairs on the main floor they were like in the bedrooms, and the bedrooms were all covered, as you saw in some of the videos. Some of them had paint all over it. They were also gouges, massive gouges, and even in this floor here, let's see if we can take a quick peek. There is holes in every single one of them. So to fill all of these holes that are just everywhere in all of these floors, what we did opt to do though is we went with this engineered hardwood here. As you can see, we have a beautiful transition piece here because it hasn't gone quite in, but we don't want to wreck the lip that we need to attach it to. So this is the hardwood floor, or the engineered hardwood that we're going with for the entire house.
So next up is the living room. So again, I'll give you a recap of what we did here. What you guys would have seen was mostly, again, just tearing up all the carpet, and there was all that junk that was in here that we took out and replaced with new junk. But since then, the biggest thing that I've changed is that we did a big rush to get this room hopefully ready for move-in, and that kind of happened.
Not really ready, but like live-in-able.
Livable, where we would basically have spot to like sit our little putnesses down at the end of the day. Anyways, so basically that meant the floors got put down, which Kevin already explained. And then we put up this kind of wainscoting beadboard on the wall, just because all that trim that came off was just so damaged and left these walls so damaged. And then the only other thing that's really changed is we have the lights now in, as well as like a ton of hot lights. Beforehand, it literally only had the one dining light in this entire space. It was very dark in here. And then the biggest thing that just, again, you would have seen from the entryway is this is the bump out into this space now. We're not 100% sure if we're gonna also do a bump out on the other side to kind of match it and then do a window seat, but we'll see if we even get to that.
This is my house. I have to defend it.
It's easy. Also, it's clearly Christmas time, so yay!
Have you lost your mind? Go! You disgust me! Go!
Welcome to our less disgusting kitchen. This is the room that's probably had the biggest transformation since you guys last saw it. Last time you guys would have seen it, you saw us take down the ceiling, which was a big job. Obviously, not fixed yet, as well as tearing down all the upper cabinets. The walls were just like truly in like the most horrifying shape. They were just covered in gunk. So my lovely father-in-law had the fantastic idea of, instead of taking probably 6 months to tape the walls and mud them and make them perfect, just put 1/4-inch drywall on top of them. So that's what you're seeing here. And we'll probably have some footage, but we put 1/4-inch drywall everywhere just because the walls were just in such terrible shape. This just gave us a blank slate to put everything back onto the walls with, and covered up any of like the holes that just bringing down the cabinets brought. So that was the biggest thing that made a huge just visual difference in the space. Since then, we've also now completely changed out all the cabinets that we had. You guys would have seen the original cabinets, which again were just in rough shape, were kind of water damaged, had so much mouse poop in them, were just rough, so they unfortunately had to get all ripped out. And I built all of these base cabinets just because ultimately it was going to be a completely custom size to get everything as we needed it to be, and that was going to be so expensive. And at the end of the day, it's just a box. So I was like, I have the gene of I can do anything, which is very ambitious but very false. But I did it anyways. So we did that, put a surround around the fridge and things like that. But yeah, all of these cabinets. And the biggest thing, which was monumental, so incredible, was the countertops. Wow! We have not disgusting countertops that are no longer covered in glue and just gunk and just felt like they can never get clean, as well as a brand new sink and faucet and filtration system, which is huge. Still a lot to do in here, but is the biggest thing that has changed since you guys last saw us.
I'm personally a big fan of our current unique backsplash.
Yeah, it's just to protect the drywall until, you know, we actually do it.
Okay. All right, so we're at our beautiful ensuite door. This is the color we're going with. Little eggshell with a bit of green splatter. It's a new trend I hear.
It's definitely not going to get stripped eventually.
No. So if we come on in to explore our beautiful ensuite. And this is our beautiful clawfoot tub that we've dragged up here. It is currently housing the soundproofing insulation that will be going between the 2 bathrooms here. All that is behind this wall currently. This is our new vanity light with mismatching light bulbs. I'm personally a big fan. And we come around here. Once again, all this recently demoed has all come down. Will be replaced with the blue board or green board, depending where we buy it from. Coming around, into where we're gonna tile our shower in this corner. We have our vanity top there. This is one of the next rooms that will get done. It'll probably be the front entryway, followed by this ensuite here. So that'll be an exciting project for us to finish. Yes, hello, hello. All right, well, we are officially all caught up now. You guys see exactly where the progress is, so anything we are showing you now is gonna be in real time, and we are excited to keep going.
We promise we'll hit save from now on and actually remember to record and pick up the camera and charge our batteries.
But we are excited for the next part of this, so thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you guys in the next one.